Over the past few years of Dragon Ball Super, we've sort of been conditioned to have certain views of the God Realm and the staunch difference in trivial Saiyan power versus God King. It was only very recently where, within Dragon Ball Super, we were introduced to Saiyan power that not only rivaled the gods, but effectively neutralized both Goku and Vegeta's Super Saiyan Blue forms. Dragon Ball Super Broly was a breath of fresh air to me, and for the entire Dragon Ball community for that matter, that may have felt somewhat that the true forms of the Saiyans were becoming obsolete. With Broly, however, came a new, but maybe not so new look at the true potential of the Saiyans, as we saw him unleash his Saiyan Uzaru form, even taking it to the next level as a Super Saiyan. With the Uzaru form of the Saiyans now being explored much later on in the series, there may be some possibility we see the ideas of Dragon Ball GT being introduced more and more, most notably, hopefully, Super Saiyan 4. Introduced to us as the absolute pinnacle of the Saiyan's true strength, in GT this became sort of the common form for Goku. However, Vegeta, even by the end of GT, still couldn't find a way to surpass or even elevate himself to the same level as Goku, still needing the Blessed Wave machine created by Bulma to use Super Saiyan 4. After the defeat of Omega Shenron and the rest of the Shadow Dragons, Goku, in order to purify the Dragon Balls of all of the negative energy he and his friends caused them to be infused with over the years, gave up his own body and life and left the mortal realm with Shenron. With presumably the worst of the villains they would ever have to face finally out of the way by answering for their own sins, peace followed shortly thereafter, as even without Goku on Earth, the planet and universe were finally out of danger. A decade has passed since Goku left with Shenron in a new fan manga called Dragon Ball Next Gen, where even though peace may have been all but guaranteed thanks to the purifying of the Dragon Balls, the multiverse does go on and continues to produce powerful fighters. Much has changed in the years since Goku left the mortal realm, however, some things always seem to remain the same as well. Pan and Bra have both achieved their Super Saiyan forms, and even though the original Dragon Balls disappeared when Goku left, a new set has turned up in Universe 7. However, these expire after only 2 uses, and because of their incredible power, of course, a new threat would soon approach. If you guys want to check out this cool little post-Dragon Ball GT fan manga that goes even deeper into the lore of the Saiyans and Dragon Balls, the link to Dragon Ball Next Gen will be down below in the description box, so be sure to go check it out if you enjoy the video. Also, if you haven't already, don't forget to have that notification bell clicked to never miss an upload, and if you've been enjoying all of the Dragon Ball content and look forward to more content involving ideas from Dragon Ball GT, consider leaving a like on this video as well. Lastly, don't forget to follow on both Twitch and Twitter to stay up with me and all anime related content, but without further ado, wow, you're not too bad still, Goten, Trunks says, appearing from the debris caused from being sent through a cliff. You're not half bad yourself, Trunks, Goten replies as we see them finish up their sparring. That was some great training. Trunks goes on to comment that over the years they definitely got a bit out of shape and even failed at performing the fusion twice, but recently they picked their training back up seriously. Between Trunks being the CEO of Capsule Corp now and Goten doing a ton of dating, they haven't really been focusing on fighting as much over the past few years, but recently something just came over them, causing them to want to train again, as they both continue to get older as well. We then cut to Capsule Corp inside one of the training facilities, as it looks like Vegeta is hard at work, having never for even a second let his training slip away from him. This doesn't make any sense, he thinks to himself, as we can see him training in Super Saiyan 4. How did you get stronger, Kakarot? He asks into the sky. How did you do it? I trained hard to raise my power, he goes on as he drops out of his Super Saiyan 4 form. I trained as much as I could in this form, yet I still can't seem to match up to you. Just what makes you so special, Kakarot? All of a sudden, a huge crash landing occurs in a far-off region of the Earth. However, the power emanating from this area is devastating and is felt all across the Earth by all of the Z-Fighters. Within moments, Goten and Trunks are seen near the site of the crash landing, soon accompanied by Vegeta. Can anyone tell me just what that thing is over there? Vegeta says as he lands next to the boys. I've never felt any energy like that before. Neither have we, Goten replies. Shockingly enough though, his power is even greater than Omega Shenron's, but he hasn't said anything or even moved since we got here, so I'm not too sure if he's particularly a threat or not. This strange guy, or alien rather, stands across from them completely silent and motionless, somewhat resembling Hit in appearance, but much more menacing, and his energy is staggeringly high. Yo guys, Gohan says as we see him as the last to descend upon the wasteland as well. Oh, there's Gohan too, Trunks says, but all of a sudden the silence is broken. Greetings, warriors of the earth. Let me introduce myself, the strange being before them says, who hadn't spoken a word beforehand. I am Dyskinos, created by forces far beyond your comprehension for the sole purpose of fighting the most powerful warriors. I am the only one of my kind, and I only seek to fight. I look for warriors in the entire universe across every single planet. In exchange for sparing the planet, I fight them, and as such, for the planet Earth, I must fight the strongest among you, he continues. If you win, you will gain your freedom, and you must take my life. However, if I win, I will destroy you and this planet, he ends. So right off the bat, it basically seems like this guy is almost of the same programming as Cell, if that makes any sense, although created by someone much more powerful than Dr. Gero, but he only wants to fight strong opponents. Sounds pretty interesting, Vegeta says, smirking. Ah, Prince Vegeta, Dyskinos continues, turning his attention to the Saiyan. Failed to become a king, failed as a Saiyan, hated by his own race, killed by Frieza, failed self-destruction, and worthless enough to kill your own mother for your own selfish gain, he finishes, completely dismantling Vegeta's entire life in the span of seconds. Vegeta is shaken to the core by Dyskinos' comments, more so the final one than anything, as he shakes with anger, demanding to know how he knew about his mother. I won't let you live knowing that, Vegeta says, as his rage continues to boil over. I'll make sure you never talk again. And son Gohan, Dyskinos continues, now looking at Gohan, among the strongest in the universe, once a boy who could not control his own anger, but now a man that uses that anger and calmness to achieve greatness. Well, he sure knows a lot about us, it seems, Gohan says, but one can't help but notice the drastic difference in descriptions between the two. I'll break his jaw to shut him up, Vegeta says, still shaking with rage, but Gohan begs him to calm down. They'd need Super Saiyan 4 to even get near this guy. Super Saiyan 2 just won't cut it as Vegeta reluctantly powers down. So what do you say we do then, Vegeta asks. I hate waiting. To which Gohan replies, I know, just give me a bit, I'm thinking of something. Shortly thereafter, as we see Dyskinos silently awaiting for his opponent to step up, he and Vegeta constantly maintain a glare until Vegeta loses patience, telling Gohan how much he hates these plans and waiting. Gohan replies that he thinks he does have something in mind though already. Wow, your dad hasn't changed a bit, Goten whispers to Trunks. I mean, his temper. Well, yeah, I guess so, Trunks says. Alright, Gohan continues. Here it is. His power already greatly exceeds ours as it is. If he's able to raise it at all, even just a bit, all of us combined wouldn't be able to even lay a scratch on him. If I'm right and he's still far from his full power, we don't stand a chance. He looks like an automated machine, but since I can still feel his energy, I would dare to say that he isn't exactly an android. Also, he doesn't seem to mind waiting, so here's the plan. Goten and I will stay here and stall for time if we need to, so prepare yourself for a possible battle, he says, looking at Goten. Meanwhile, Vegeta and Trunks, you two go back to Capsule Corp to get the Blitz Weight machine. We need your Super Saiyan 4, Vegeta. It might just be our only hope. Trunks, you're gonna go with him to find it as quickly as possible. Giving up on the power of the Saiyan race so quickly, Gohan, Vegeta asks mockingly. However, Gohan knows just how serious this really is, as he tells Vegeta this is absolutely no time for pride. I can't exactly put it into words, he says, but there's an extremely dark power within this guy's aura. Ever since the Older Kai changed my energy, I can feel or almost see people's ki. I do know one thing for certain though, he ends off saying. If we don't do this together, we may as well just surrender and die. So the only way to do this is together. Even you, Vegeta. All of this just to save the Earth, huh? Vegeta scoffs. Sounds just like Kakarot to me. I swear I'll make you proud, Dad, Gohan thinks to himself, as the others prepare to carry out their part. So, what's your plan if he decides to attack anyway, Vegeta asks. Well, I do have a plan for that as well, but don't worry about it. You guys just do your part, Gohan replies. Whatever, as long as you don't forget he's mine to kill. I've got some personal business with him now, Vegeta says. Alright then, Vegeta says as he rises into the air. So if Gohan is right, and we can only fight him as Super Saiyan 4, then that is of prime importance right now. Without that, one of us will have to face death, or perhaps all of us. Either way, I don't intend to miss the fireworks, he says, as Trunks ascends into the sky next to his father, and the two prepare to return to West City. The two fly off, but all of a sudden, Dyskinos breaks his silence once again, telling them that escape is not tolerated. Your planet shall now perish. In a swift, unexpected change of plans, a cold shudder travels through Gohan as he hears these words, saying, "Wait, what? This can't be." Discanos begins creating an astronomically powerful condensed orb in his fingertips, telling them that they have exactly 4 hours to return those who have escaped. If not, this entire solar system shall be destroyed. "Just wait a second," Goten interrupts. "You just said you'd only fight warriors, not kill innocent people." "Goten, don't," Gohan says, stopping Goten from making it any worse. 3 hours, 58 minutes, 48 seconds left, Discanos utters. Vegeta and Trunks are racing as fast as they can to Capsule Corp, now with only limited time before half the universe is at stake, but out of nowhere, another foe suddenly appears in front of them, causing Vegeta and Trunks to come to a halting stop. "Now just what in the world are you?" Vegeta asks, quickly getting irritated. "I don't have time for this right now." The mysterious warrior refuses to let them pass, however, as the chapter is completed on quite a weird note.